Hi, fellow traders, what's happening? I hope you guys had a great day today. I hope your day was better than mine, because I stressed myself out today. I can't blame anybody else but myself on today. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. But you're just one decision away from changing your life forever. So what are you waiting for? An invitation? Well, you're invited. Come on, learn how to change your life. Learn how to trade away your 9 to 5. Learn how to build your financial security, your financial future. Now, what I'm trying to teach you here is something that you can use the rest of your life. Unless somebody comes in and says the stock market is closed forever, and I doubt very seriously if that's going to happen. The only thing that may happen sometime in the future is it may get a little bit harder for traders with smaller accounts to be able to day trade. That's the only thing that may be coming down the pipe. So you want to make sure, if you're going to start small, you want to make sure you start growing your account and building it up so that you don't have to worry about that if that time ever comes. So you're invited to come join us. I've got one more roadmap to success seat left. All of them that I had open are filled now. One more left. So if you're interested, you're invited to join us. And my whole purpose is to teach you what it really takes. Whether you like it or not, whether you want to hear what I got to say or not, it's going to be what you need to hear to get you to that next level. So come on in and join us. All right, yesterday had a fun time trading at the hospital, moving from place to place. Everything that we had to go do in that MUSC was right there. From the lab work to the doctor's office to the x-rays, everything was right there. And got into their Wi-Fi. That's all it took. So if you guys were in chat yesterday, you got to kind of get a feel for what I was doing. Started, and I actually was there in time to rush and trade to open if I wanted to. I knew TGT was gonna be hot. I saw that before I even left Colombia, that TGT was on fire. We didn't leave Colombia until about 7:30, and I'd already seen that. So we got there right in time, like 9:20 something, where I could have traded TGT at the open, but I was like, no, wait, let's catch a secondary setup. So I waited till we got in, got the computer cut on, and I had just enough time. What time was it? There it is. At 10:04 to tell you about TGT in that secondary setup. It was, you could see what it did at the open. Kind of played around a little bit. And then once it started trending in a direction, once we broke this high, because I was like a tick late getting in, I kind of missed this getting in on this candle. But still got a really decent entry. Took some profit up here. Now I was really looking for this thing to hit 105. By the end of the day, I was expecting this to hit 105. So what I wanted to do was go ahead, day trade this until we had to go into the doctor, and then just get in a position, set a range order, and let this thing ride the rest of the day. But didn't quite work out that way. The stock really didn't move the way I thought it was. Here I got in Took profit here, then stopped out, break even. Here, I thought we were going short. Don't ask me why, because this was a dumb trade, and I realized it and ended up fixing it and going long like I should have. There was no reason to short this. This is not in a downtrend. This is in an uptrend. We just made a new high. I don't even know what I was thinking, but got stopped out here. But you can see it was just a quick hitch, and then I got long like I was supposed to, and hit 2 of my targets. And I was trying to wait, see how far this thing could get, but ended up taking it off once we started coming back. It looked like we were gonna just fade here, that we didn't have what it took to make that push up. And you could see right into the close we had a run up, but it never got up to 104, so nowhere near 105. But still a decent trading day, just sitting there with a laptop in the hospital. And I was chatting with you guys too when I got a minute. So just proves you can do it anywhere you got internet, as long as you stick to your rules. Stick to the strategy. These are really simple strategies to learn, as simple as they come, and they are scalable, meaning you get more money. The more money you make, the larger position size you get. There's a lot of volume here. Really easy. I could have just as easily traded 1,000 shares on this as I did 300, and would have been filled just as easy because of the volume going through this. So not bad at all. But I would have taken yesterday over today. Where the heck is? I forgot to put it on this one. This is KEYS. This was an opening range trade that came within a couple cents of hitting my target, hitting my first target, and it got shot back up and ended up stopping me out. Just ugly trade. I mean, perfect setup. Everything about this was beautiful. We had the opening range candle. Then this candle opened. This was solid red for a long time. Solid red for a long time. Came within a couple of cents of hitting my target, and then it got thrown back up. So I had to stop out. I couldn't hold it. And of course, smart thing to do. And once we started pushing up, I told you guys I was looking for a pullback to get in. But by the time it pulled back here, I was already in SPLK, so I couldn't really get in. And so I missed this one. So on the next pullback, I told you if it pulls back again, this is what I'm looking for. I'll be watching this over lunch. It's typical easy trend continuation trade. We got the bounce. I missed this candle because I was probably walking in line trying to get my food. Didn't get really set up. But this was not too far gone. I could still manage my risk. So I got in and we rolled this all the way up. I didn't have the guts to leave it at 100. I knew 100 we would get there. This was a 52-week high. I shorted this because once we lost the 52-week high, I thought we were going to continue selling, but we didn't. And we reclaimed it. And so with the 52-week high, all you can do is go with whole and half dollar marks. And I should have held out for that century mark, but I kind of was way too conservative and ended up closing the last piece at, when was that? $99.50. So kind of lost. I kind of left maybe 2 points on the table with that, but you know, it is what it is. I could have gotten back in here and probably should have. It would have kept me out of that stupid trade that nailed me today. So SPLK, this was a carbon copy. I got in. This was a 5-minute opening range breakdown attempt. Here was the first 3 candles. They all made lower lows, lower highs. So when this one came down, I felt really good about it. You know, so I got short, and all of a sudden ran right back up and took me out. And so again, I waited, got the rejection, got the trend continuation down. You can see we're in a downtrend. This is just a continuation of the trend that I'm trading. These are simple. When the market has volatility, you can trade these all day. Okay. They're there. Really, really simple. So I was able to pretty much erase my morning and then pick up some. But then I decided that Facebook was weak and it was ready to roll over. Here it made a lower high, lower low. As soon as we broke the low here, I got in, and we did work a little bit, but then it bounced and went and took me out. But okay, my smart self, I had 300 shares instead of 200 shares, and it took 2 out and made me long 100 shares. I didn't realize that. Had I realized it, I'd have taken it off up here. I had no idea that I accidentally put 300 instead of 200, and that was that. So ended up 58.05 in the hole. Not bad considering the morning. And I added it up. I was down after the first 2 trades. I was down over $500. Now I don't look at my P&L. I don't check it. I don't really care about it. All I care about is trading what the market gives me and making sure that I maximize the efficiency of every trade that I'm in. That's the goal. And I had a really good, I think I was up maybe $180, $190 until I took this Facebook trade and ended up $58 in the hole. But this was a really good look. It just failed. It just did not come down anymore. So when it did this, I'm thinking, hey, maybe this is going to be a head and shoulders thing or whatever. I'm just convincing myself to stay in this when I shouldn't have. I should have taken it off way back when, and I just didn't. Just being stubborn, and it cost me. But still have a decent week going. I'm not complaining about it. Just started, school started this week, so I'm in this cycle of picking my son up at 3. So I'm having to shut down my day at 3 o'clock, pretty much. And I've got to get in the groove of trying to get in the earnings again. I had several of my guys send me some pretty good updates. Let's see, one guy traded CRM. He got 8 points. 8 points on that one. ROST for just over 4 points on that one. VMW. Let's see, what did he get? 3 points? No, that was the first one. Got 6 points on that. Wow. So The earnings are there. They're on fire. I just don't have. I've got to get in the groove to actually get back trading them. You know, I got to get settled into this schedule change, and then I'll be back in action on it because it's hot right now. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for me today. So you guys have a great night, a great evening, and I will see you in the morning.